I'm Abby, one of the account executives here at Elucidat, and today I'm going to be giving you a really short demo of the team section within the platform. So at Elucidat, we know how important it is to have governance over each and every person that comes into the account, whether they be a content creator, an L&D professional, a subject matter expert sharing their knowledge, or someone simply coming to review. It's vital that they have the right permissions and access to make sure that they're successful and to reduce risk for your organisation. And so that's why we created the team section here. So what you'll see, first of all, is that I am in this first page here of 4, and this is the users page where I can see the name, the role, and the access permissions of each person in my account. So user roles I'll go into in a minute, and departments I'll also go into in a minute. But first I want to show you that we can filter all of the different users here. So if we're looking for people within a specific team, let's say the sales team, we can do so, the legal team, and we can start to see who is in that team, what role we've given them, and what access they have as well. We can also filter by the access, as in what projects people have access to here. So if we are looking for people with only very specific access to different projects, we can filter here, and we can see that Eliza and Brian in my account are both set up with the author user role, and they have access to specific projects only. So let's go into these two parts in a little bit more detail. So the role here is a user role, and we can see what these entail in more detail in this tab. What you'll see is each role that Elucidat has created has a specific set of permissions. So if we click into that author role, you'll see that these people can create styles and maintain the asset library, but they can't change up the account page types. They can create projects but not delete projects, and every single part of the platform can be essentially turned on or turned off for each person in your account. So for example, if I decided that I didn't want my authors to be able to release my content onto the LMS, I can simply turn this off, come up and save this as a new user role. You can also create your own bespoke user roles. So if you had, for example, a specific team member, let's say an IT team, you wanted your IT team to be able to not touch branding, not create projects, but simply, review projects or edit structures, you could do so. You have full and complete flexibility when it comes to these different permissions and user roles. What you then also have are departments. And this is where you can set up different teams essentially for your account. So as we looked at, we had a compliance team, we have the legal team, and these teams can have different folders and different projects within those folders. So when you're adding new users, you can ensure that they only have access to the projects, the departments, the teams, and everything that they need to. The final tab here you'll see is the usage tab. And this is where we can start to see the number of learners and the number of releases in your account. But what we can also do is click this log button here and download a CSV file of a usage log. So seeing exactly what each person has been doing in the Elucidat account. So you've got that full governance and visibility on what people are doing and when. So heading back into the users tab, I just want to show you how easy it is to set up different people with these user roles and with these access permissions when you're adding them into Elucidat. So what you'll see is this big red button here, clicking add users, will pop up this option. And what we can do is type in the email address or bulk copy and paste multiple email addresses if we want to bulk upload people into our account. We can select which user role we want them to have, so whether that be an author, an admin with all permissions, and we can give them access to, access to all departments and projects, access to specific departments, or access to specific projects only. And this is where we can ensure that each of these people now only has access to the teams and the projects that they need to. So I hope this was useful. Please do get in contact if you need any further information about the team section or Elucidat in general.